Let's do your spoiler-free review of Superman. I want to start by saying I am not a Superman fan. And by that, I mean there are probably a million Easter eggs in this film that I missed because as far as DC went, it was mostly Batman and maybe some Lobo. Superman was not a character I read a ton. So there's probably a ton of stuff in here. And right from the get-go, Mr. Terrific is one of them. Absolutely, my favorite part of the film is that human. I cannot wait to watch more of him in the DCU. But let's get to the story. Here's what James Gunn, in my opinion, does incredibly well. The first thing is music. The way that he dances with music is just sublime. I can't get enough of it. I want to show you what he's actually doing right now on Spotify. This is not a spoiler, although the music might tip you off on some stuff, so maybe listen to this after you see the film. But each one of the characters has their own playlist, and James Gunn tells you why the songs are in the playlist that they are in. So when you log in immediately, it picks the character whose musical taste matches with yours. Unfortunately, I got Lex, but somebody had to get Lex. But all of them are amazing. The one that I'm currently jamming to is the Clark Kent one. The other thing that James does incredibly well is translate a comic book into a comic book movie. And here's what I mean by that. A lot of what happens in the MCU is a comic book character shows up in a film, and it's missing some of the magic. I mean, I have like a million comic books here. Like, it's missing some of the magic of when you open up a comic book. And that is a difficult thing to do, to go from one medium to the next, but he does it seamlessly. David Corenswet is Superman. If you had any doubts that we could have another Superman and one that we absolutely fall in love with, this human being is going to prove you wrong. And what I love about this Superman is it's a relatable Superman. He does not have it all dialed in yet. He's only 3 years into his journey. And so things don't always go well. And that's the other thing that I've always struggled with in the DCU is they have so many metahumans, i.e. gods, in their lexicon, that it's hard to find villains that make it believable that they can be beat. This film does a brilliant job at that. I had so much fun and cannot wait to see what they do next. There are 2 post-credit scenes. Neither one of them push the story forward, which is fine because we've been all burned by the number of after-credit scenes that go nowhere. Neither of these after-credit scenes necessarily push anything forward, but do wrap some things up nicely. So if you're on the fence about seeing this, if you're bored to death of comic book movies, this will restore your faith. It was absolutely fun watch, exactly what you need this time of the year, and quite honestly, probably what we need in 2025.